Zing, zing. Hey guys, my name is Homero.
Can we do that again? I was doing this.
Zing, zing.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange!
Doctor Strange.
Alright, hey guys, my name is Homero.
No, I'm Katie.
And we just watched Doctor Strange. So yes, regardless, it's a great movie. You should totally go see it. Let me just pull this up right fast. It's directed by a guy named Scott Derrickson. He's known for some of his previous work, like with Sinister. He's also written a few things as well, but mainly in the horror genre. Let me just see real fast. So Sinister, Exorcism of Emily Rose, Deliver Us from Evil. Directed a couple of those, but regardless, Disney's pulling something out of their ass, man, choosing these crazy directors. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see different varieties instead for just like Spielberg and everything else.
Yeah. I mean, they're really just handing off these really big movies to people that have just worked on much smaller gigs, and I love it. Gives us hope, doesn't it?
Yes.
Regardless, let's get to the movie. So Doctor Strange is about Stephen Strange, and he is a neurosurgeon, one that I admire because, man, like he's a man after skill, after knowledge, and though we don't really I don't recall why he's that way. He just is. Anyway, he gets into this accident, loses control of his hands, and oh God, the world is over. He can't do his surgery no more.
Because he, as Homero has not stated, he's kind of a little bit of a pompous ass.
Deserved. He deserves it. He's really smart. I think it works. I works.
I mean, it works in the movie, yes, but yeah.
Yeah.
But he does get his recognition where he realizes he's in the wrong.
Yes. But it's awesome. I mean, we don't want to give too much. We don't want to do spoilers.
Yeah.
But regardless, man, the movie really I think it really kicks ass.
Yeah, it's good for a starter. What do they call them when they start the tale of a superhero?
An origin story.
Yeah, very good origin story.
Yeah.
Especially for people who don't know anything about superheroes or like anything about Doctor Strange at all.
And to me, that's the best way to go in. I mean, I don't know. We haven't read the comics.
Any books or any comics.
But what's
or
really
any
cool is
TV
that
series.
it's such an obscure character from what we've heard. It's not really like Doctor Strange is beloved by everyone. It's kind of like Iron Man. Iron Man wasn't really that famous before Iron Man, but man, I have to admit, with this movie, there's definitely a lot of Inception. There's definitely a lot of the look of Harry Potter, actually. It looks super cinematic. And because of all this, it kind of separates itself from the Marvel Universe as we know it. I like that.
Yes.
Because Marvel just tends to be a very, I don't know, surreal, it's very almost... I can't put the finger on it, but like the lenses they use makes it look really unique. It doesn't look cinematic to me, but this one is like...
It's very cinematic, yeah. But this one kind of gives you hope, almost like... Batman kind of gives me hope, but you have to be like a billionaire to become Batman kind of thing.
Oh, you mean like hero-wise?
Yeah, but this one, like, it just tells a story of like, if you need help, these people will help you.
It does seem that way. It does. I mean...
But
again,
it is tempting, just like the dark side in Star Wars. It has its own dark side.
Which is pretty cool. We had no clue about the story or anything at all.
Clue.
And like any movie, you could always make things better. But man, they really reached for it. And for the most part, I think it works. There's some faults. I don't know how much we want to get into it just because of spoilers. But my big thing, like with any movie, is all about character development. And though in this film... character development is pretty important. Doctor Strange, we have to get him to that point. The movie does tend to rush getting him to that point.
Yeah.
That way we can see all the action and stuff, and that's fine. Like, it's good, but I think it would have served the film better, the story better, and much more gratifying as a hero if, like, we just waited for Doctor Strange to become Doctor Strange. If that was relevant to why he's so intent on fixing his hands.
Yeah, and again, like the one thing that I think is like he had a bunch in the movie. He has mentors I don't think Doctor Strange was personally calling them friends because he doesn't really call anybody friends. But he has friends, I would say. And he doesn't really like let them do anything.
Right.
And I feel like that's in this day and age, you need to let not only the main character, but other characters develop.
Right.
We need that feeling of like not a conclusion, but just I know who the person is.
Some
now.
background.
Yeah.
And I agree. I mean, like, that's one thing that's really funny and ironic, kind of, because the whole film is about this very egotistical person. Charismatic, sure, but, like, he's got a big-ass ego.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like in the writing, they kind of just made that happen. The movie is Doctor Strange. Like,
Yeah.
we wanted to know more about these other characters, which is great. I mean, that's good. But, you know, it's like almost 2 hours, and I wish it was another hour longer. Like, I would have been
Yeah.
more than happy, man. I didn't
Yeah.
feel bored at all, which is really
Yeah,
good.
that's a good thing. And just at the very end, it was like, oh, okay.
And don't let the trailers fool you, all right? I went in thinking I was going to get one movie. We got a totally other movie. Like, there was humor. There was,
Oh,
like, this
yeah.
very cheeky, you know, wit.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I thought it was going to go for like a Christopher Nolan kind of, you know,
Very
very
much so.
serious. But no, this one was like, it was a really refreshing
Yeah.
take to it.
Yeah, I mean, all the Marvel movies have that cold tongue-in-cheek kind of humor, but
But
this
this-
one,
yeah.
I think, nails it.
It makes you like care about Doctor Strange.
Yeah, man.
If there wasn't the moments of like relief, I don't think I would have cared about him that much.
Right, right. I mean, like, and he's also beaten down. One thing that I will say, again, not too much spoilers, they never put him in this God role that these movies sometimes get stuck into,
Yeah.
where this guy is all powerful, not even halfway to the movie. Like, he gets
Yeah.
beaten down. You know, he gets trampled a little
he's like
bit.
on a lower level.
But what's funny and feeds into his charisma, he also gets lucky a couple
Yeah,
of times.
he gets lucky a lot.
Which is cool. Like,
But
hey.
yeah, but it's like he thinks differently than the others,
Right.
which is something that is unique and gives him a leg up.
Something I super admire, because
Yeah.
I like to look at myself as a really good problem solver, and that's something that, you know, this movie does really well. Is, man, the whole end. I don't want to give too much away. I want to tell you guys, but just go see it, because the way they wrap up the story and the way they use his powers isn't godlike. It's actually
Yeah.
clever.
Very
And
humanistic almost.
It's
yeah.
and yeah, it's like, because he's a problem solver, and because of his intellect, he was able to do a workaround on
Yeah.
not just one, but all these guys, and it's almost like baffling, even as an audience member. I'm like, dude, that's awesome, and they make that funny, and which is
Yeah.
cool.
yeah.
You know, I mean, and it also humanizes him, because, again, in the story, there's this. That's one thing I did like, is even though he's egotistical, he's still human. You know, he's still a dude. He doesn't want, like, to be this, which is surprising that he doesn't want to be this thing.
Yeah, but it also leaves you with the feeling that you're kind of worried about Strange, because even though he knows a lot of knowledge and he's got this ego, he is very quick to think about breaking rules.
Right. For
And-
his
yeah.
benefit.
And it's not a bad thing. It's
Not all the
just
time.
it just in this world, if you break the wrong rule, there's supposed to be consequences.
Right, which is a big thing in this movie
Yeah.
too. I mean, it's all set up. The Marvel Universe is all about setup, but this movie did a good job of telling a story and like very subtly doing a setup, which I appreciate, which I really appreciate. But yeah, that's all I want to say. I mean, like, any final thoughts? Like, want to rate the movie, or how you want to?
I would definitely give it like a 9, 8.
9.8, 9.8.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
like,
it
out of
was-
10.
Out of 10. Like, it was a good origin story, a good superhero story, especially for a person like me who doesn't know anything about this world.
Right, right.
Yeah. I mean, I have talked bad about Avengers and stuff like that, but it's just because I don't know them. And
Right.
when you go to their movies, they kind of make you feel like hey, why don't you know this about this person already?
Well, even in the origin stories, like, you didn't know this.
Yeah, and in this one, they're like, we're going to take you into this whole world. It's still connected to the Avengers, but this is a whole world.
And they did do, even though there is a bit of exposition, it was more like a student-teacher exposition. So like whenever you're learning something, after going through failure, you want to have an explanation of how to move forward. That's how this movie treated its exposition, which I thought was rather clever, because usually exposition is just someone blurting out a bunch of information to feed the audience rather than the main character. They did kind of both, where it's like the main character, and we like Doctor Strange because of how awesome, how like charismatic he is, but because of the way they treat the exposition, it wasn't like really on the nose. Because there's a lot of show and not tell in this movie
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
love that.
He learns that as he's going, kind of thing.
And we learn too. It's almost like
Yeah.
game mechanics whenever you get something wrong and you're like, no, try this, try this.
Yeah.
He's doing the same thing,
Yeah.
which is really exciting, refreshing. So, I mean, I agree with you. I go a little lower, maybe like an 8.9, so just switch the numbers. Just because I feel like they could have nailed a couple of things. Big thing for me was music. For something like this that's this big, that costs this much, that has this much value in it, like cut-wise, it's edited so clean, and pacing is really, really on point. The only thing that I don't like was I can't hum a musical tune that was from that movie. That's what
Right.
kills me about it, is like how much better would it have been if the music was taken a little more into consideration, like that way me and you have this song in our head because now I want to see Doctor Strange again. It's like
Yeah, but-
that's really all I have. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of disagree just because at the end, yes, wait through the whole credits.
watch everything.
Watch all of
Yes.
it. Through the credits, they're playing the music of the song plus a little bit of the Marvel
Right.
Universe song. But I was thinking like it was so cool to hear these like guitar things
It was
mixed
cool.
with like lutes and
The same
strings
idea,
and-
right? They do have an idea, musical theme.
Yeah,
I just
they
feel
did, but I don't think he needs like a theme song.
I don't know. I like like this is how I like to do the comparison.
yeah.
It's like with How to Train Your Dragon, man. You know that theme. At least I do.
Yeah.
It gets in my head, and because it gets in my head, I want to dive further in that world. Again, it's preference, really. You never
Yeah.
know, though.
But yeah, I mean, I'm going into this like as I gave it a high score because I'm just comparing it to
The
other
yeah.
superhero movies.
Dude,
Yeah.
the best superhero movie to date,
Yeah.
I think.
It's yeah. I mean, if I'm putting it up against like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or
Well, they're not superheroes. I mean,
I
like,
know, I know. I just meant if I'm putting it against everything, yeah, it'd be like a little bit lower, like a 7 or something.
Sure,
But
sure.
I'm just giving it a high rating because it was like I went in there thinking, oh God, I'm gonna leave and regret going to see this movie. But I felt like it was cool. I was
Yeah.
like, was cool to spend the money to see this.
Yeah, and I want to watch it again. I recommend watching it in IMAX 3D. If you don't like 3D, that's cool. Watch it in RPX. Just watch it on a big screen because movies like this makes me feel like, man, this is why theaters are still a thing. And it doesn't happen because movies tend to suck so much lately. It's hard to get a good one, but man, when you get a good one, it's almost like, damn, this is what the theater's for.
Yeah. But I think we're about to get a bunch of good ones.
There are a
They're gonna
lot.
be
There
good
are a
ones.
lot, and we'll be reviewing them all here. So stick by us, and we will make sure that you know whether or not you should go see it in theaters, buy it, rent it, or wait to hear how much it sucks
Yeah.
from everyone else.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts or anything? I know I said it before, but
It's okay. Just let us know. Have you seen the movie already?
Yeah.
Are you planning on seeing the movie? Would you rather see some other movie, or do you have anything to recommend to us?
Yeah, we'll go watch
we'll
it.
go see it
Yeah,
and
we'll
let you
review
guys
it.
know.
yeah.
Just leave it in the comments below.
Give us a like. If you're new here, give us a subscribe. It really helps us out. We want to keep making daily content 7 days a week. We got to 6, and now we're about to edge to 7. So, I mean, just stick around. There's going to be something for you to enjoy, we think, and a lot of gaming, a lot of film. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the theaters, man, because I think I might go see it again. IMAX 3D. You'll love it. It's not crazy. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you later.
See you on the flippity flip.
On the Flippity Flip.